Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Ruben Amorim press conference reaction for the Brighton and Hove Albion game, or as one of my subscribers likes to call them, the Seagull Merchants. Big up to every single one of you who's live locked in this evening. Much appreciated. Sorry for the slight delay starting the stream. I was just finishing off my Saturday night supper and literally had to update the video description, but don't worry, we're here now. We're ready to listen to Ruben Amorim, and we gotta listen to them Gunners who are in the absolute bin. Honestly, they are in the mud. I mean, 2-0 up against Aston Villa and end up drawing 2-2. Oh my goodness me. The gift, what keeps on giving, isn't it? Arsenal just, the gift that keeps giving. It's unbelievable. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. But big up to every single one of you who's like locked in already. Just share this to my Twitter. Let people know I'm live on Twitter. Well, not live on Twitter, but share it to my Twitter so people know I'm live on YouTube. Where is it? Here it is. YouTube. Here we go. Create post. There we go. Share that in the community tab as well. Bash. And share that to Twitter as well. There we go. Bash. Sorted. But yeah, crazy. Absolutely crazy. How on earth did they blow that Arsenal? I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. But yeah, Ruben Amorim, let's see what he's been saying in a second. Just want to get to your comments. First goal. Here we go. Thanks as always, Down914, putting my channels in the live chat. And I've pinned your comments as well about the membership, where you posted my membership. Big up to you, Negotiate Football as well. Bosh, big up to you, mate. Egal blamed the ref on Havertz's handball. He is so deluded. I don't doubt it. Just finished watching snooker. Oh, cool. I said 2-2, Aston Villa game and Arsenal game. You got that spot on. Wilson beat Judd and Trump in the Masters final. Oh, wow. That's impressive, because Judd Trump is quite good. That's amazing, to be honest, mate. But, yeah, you know, it's like, that was crazy. But, you know, Ruben Amorim spoke to media yesterday. Now, of course, this was yesterday's press conference because I did my Tottenham Hotspur stream last night on my football channel. So this is why I'm doing Ruben Amorim tonight. So, yeah. Let's get to the press conference. Right, so Ruben Amorim press conference reaction. For Brighton, here we go. This is it.
You just game gone just then. You came out early for the second half. Has there been a case yet, or a game yet, where you've got angry with the guys at half time? Where you've had to get angry with them?
No, I think the best thing to help the players is to be calm. Try to explain what we need to change. Then we will have time to be angry with them. I think, and I said that. Today, of course, we didn't play well. First off, we suffered a lot. but I felt some players tired, and when they are tired, then
I mean, you cannot be using tiredness as an excuse because these players are professionals. They should be able to handle the fixture pile up. It's as simple as that in the end of the day. And to say we didn't play well against Southampton, it's a complete understatement. I thought we were absolutely pathetic in that game, honestly.
trying. I have the responsibility to try to help them, sometimes to change them, and that is my part. So
Aren't they going to listen to you now, mate? Or are they just going to throw you under the bus?
I came before the team because I had Anthony and I wanted to explain the situation of Anthony, what I need from Anthony to go inside of the pitch. That was the only reason.
Just on Anthony, there's some speculation that he could leave on loan this month. Do you expect to keep him?
21. Now, I could see him going out on loan because he's not playing very often, is he? So, yeah, that could happen. We're just going to have to wait and see.
Like I said, I want to keep my players. I'm focused on these players. I don't know what will going to happen this window. We'll see, but he did a good job today.
Probably, unfortunately, mate, Sir Jim is probably not going to give you any money to spend, unfortunately. So you kind of snookered until the summer, I think, mate, to be honest.
Well, I really, because you're coming in mid-season with no time for training, do you think this is going to be how it is until the summer now? Be up, down, full performance, bad performance, until we can get the summer and actually, have some time with it?
Yeah, I think it's going to be hard until the end of the season. It's going to be a little bit of that roller coaster. Then depend of the time you have to train, and we are still in the cup, and we have UEFA games for Europa League. Then it's important also to focus on next Thursday to win and to try to be in that top 8. In that way, you can take 2 games from the schedule and have full week. So we are trying to do everything at the same time. So we had like 7 trainings together in this in 14, 15 games. So it's really hard, but we have to continue and try to win it. Sometimes playing good, sometimes playing bad. We'll try to win games.
Ruben, I sort of appreciate it's probably the most demanding and intense league in world football, but if the club bring the 50 million down the fielder to the club, they don't expect that he would be able to play every 3 or 4 days. You're talking about a guarantee. Is it not a concern that he struggles to play back-to-back games in the tight space of time, or is it just something he's going to have to learn to get better and capacity?
The players will get used to that. To do that, I'm trying to be honest with you guys, and I talk about openly about the game, and you are focused on what I said about Ugarte. Ugarte was tired because he did a great job against Liverpool, against us, and you see it. Maybe if you look at the game of Arsenal, maybe Ugarte and Bruno were the best players. Yeah, were the best players against Liverpool. They didn't play against Newcastle. I think that happened with all the players here in the Premier League. They can play, but they don't play the same way. I think so. And also, it's also my fault. Because if you lose the timing of the pressure, if I don't explain well, the pressure is always lost in that.
See, accountability. He is holding himself accountable. Because you know what they say, accountability is the best ability.
And you feel it today. Mateus was with the number 7 was creating a lot of problems for Manu because Manu was running against 2 guys. So it's more my fault than his fault. He's going to get used to play in 3 days.
Just wondering, you're talking about the number of games that you've got coming up in a relatively short space of time. You also talked about hoping to keep certain players. Is it difficult to prepare for those games in the transfer window, not necessarily knowing who will still be here at the end of the month?
Of course, we have some players they are our players, so we have control on that. We decide on that. Sometimes it's harder for the players because they have some information, and sometimes and you can feel it in every team in any summer. It's like that. So for me, it's harder to prepare the games when we lose. When we win, we can manage everything, expectations, bad mood for some players. So we'll prepare the game in the same way. I'm just focus on the next game.
Oh, is the lack of time at Carrington one of the reasons why you've struggled a little bit when it comes to set pieces? Because another goal from a corner today, is that something that you want to work?
I mean, this needs to be resolved instantly. We've got to stop conceding goals from corners. I mean, what are we doing here? Seriously. Absolute disgrace how we allowed Southampton to score from a set piece in the last game. What are we doing here? Seriously, nowhere near sustainable for the standards of this football club. Let's get the narrative right here, people, yeah? Let's absolutely get it right here, people. It's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, no disrespect to Southampton, but come on, letting them score from a set piece. Nah, get out of here, man.
Everything, but today it was like it seems like a simple headed. So sometimes you are in the moment that everything is against you, but then in the end things change. We managed to win, but of course we need to improve. We play against the best team maybe in the world with set pieces. We did a very good job, and like I explained to your colleague, that this season is going to be like that, and we have to improve in all the areas of our game.
Last two, Pete and Fred.
Hi, Ruben. I am concerned by Rasmus Højlund's lack of goals recently. No goals in 8 now, and not only that, he's not getting the goals. He's not really getting as many chances.
I think it's a team problem, and you can see it is not just from now. It's from.
It's clear as day it's a team problem, because the problem he's got is he's still got missing Eric Ten Hag's players, and we can't really judge him until he brings in his own players, because if he brings in his own players and they do well, we know how to praise him. But if it's the same old story, then you know that Ruben Amorim has to be held accountable. But like I said, I'm not judging him until he gets in his own players, because he desperately needs his own players. I will come back to the chat in a second.
The pass, so we have clearly a lack of goal and a lack of threat. When you threat the opponents maybe don't press you so high. So everything is connected, and all the players have moments in this season. I think when we start this journey together, Rasmus was the player that always scoring. So he can come back in the next game. We'll see. But I think it's more a team problem than Rasmus' problem.
Ruben, you were talking about investigating the reasons behind not being able to play the same level as it is Arsenal and Liverpool games like this. Now we have Brighton. Do you think that maybe it's because this squad might be built for a better fit to be reactive and transitioning than taking the lead in matches?
I think this is something that you can see from the past, and we were in the past a team of transition, and we still are. And you can feel it. To create chances in the final third, we struggle a lot. But for that, I think it's the most. I said it before the game. Is the most difficult moment to train. Is that against slow blocks, trying to create situations. So I think is a team that feels more joy to play, waiting for the play, and then in transition creating problems. So it's something that we have to change. To change, we need training. So to have time to change, also we need to win games. We try to do that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, now he just mentions the word need time for training, this and that. But, you know, training should not be used as an excuse, okay? Because these players should be trained up. It's as simple as that in the end of the day. But what he said in that press conference, most of it was quite true. I actually agreed with most of what he said in that press conference. Now let's get back to the chat, shall we? We laugh at Arsenal before we start. I think Bighorn will beat Brighton will beat Manchester United. And how can you trust the players were so poor in the last game? Yeah, I know. I think Brighton will beat Manchester United because can you trust your players? Was poor last game. Yeah, they were very poor. And no, I cannot trust them. So wouldn't surprise me if Brighton win, to be honest with you. Dynamite 14, it's like, yeah, because there's no consistency in this Manchester United team at the end of the day, is there? Let's get the narrative right here, people, yeah? Let's absolutely get it right. No consistency whatsoever. It's absolutely insane, honestly, how we play really good against Liverpool and Arsenal. We go back to playing absolute rubbish against Southampton, this and that. Yeah, shocking. Really is terrible. Yep, Chelsea could be 6. Yeah, they could be. Because obviously they don't play until Monday, so Younger's playing will have a chance to leapfrog you. So, yeah, but it's not looking good for Chelsea, is it, in the moment? I have to admit, mate, it's not looking good for your football club right now. It's looking kind of peak for your football club. Until you get these owners out, this and that, it's like, yeah, unfortunately, you will still struggle. Oh, big up to you, Michael. Chelsea FC. Bash. Big up to you, mate. Big up, Joshy J. Geezer. Thanks at Arsenal getting us a wonderful Saturday. Then, and we got City next weekend as well. Oh, ouch. Ouch, mate. I know they're not having the best of seasons, but I still think they'll be a bit too strong for you, to be honest. And they got Ipswich tomorrow. I can see them winning against Ipswich. Then they'll probably beat you as well, I think, to be honest, because your team is simply not good enough. And it's down to one lot of people why it's not good enough. Clear Lake Capital. Well, you guys named them Clown Lake because they are absolute frauds at the end of the day. I mean, I feel our ownership as well with frauds at times, I'm not going to lie. Yep, Daniel 14 just sharing Michael.Chelsea FC's channel in there, MotoGP F1 channel. But yeah, Arsenal, the gift that keeps on giving, honestly. They are the gift that keeps giving. Crazy, absolutely crazy. How can I blame Enzo Maresca for this mess? No, you can't, mate. You gotta blame the boards. Igbali, Todd Bowley, Carrot Eaton, Winstanley, they all have to take accountability to what's been happening at your football club recently. I mean, let's get the narrative right here, people, yeah? Let's absolutely get it right in the end of the day, yeah? But big up to every single one of you who's live and locked in this evening. Much appreciated. If you're new to our YouTube channel, why not consider hitting the subscribe button? And please subscribe as well to my Mr. Joshy J Football channel and F1 channel. Links are in the description, and also you can find in the description the link to my channel membership. I have a level 1 and level 2 membership, so you can find all the information pinned on top of the live chat. Arteta is finished. I mean, to me, just looks out his depth at Daniel 14. I mean, let's get the narrative right here. Looks completely out of his depth. I blame all them, including the fans, or shall I say tourists, for accepting mediocrity and failure. Facts. Couldn't agree with you more, Michael. Chelsea FC. Couldn't agree with you more, mate, on that one. I mean, my goodness sake. Wow. Your football club is in such a mess. And like you say in your videos, this isn't Chelsea. I mean, and it never will be Chelsea at the end of the day, will it? You know, because growing up, I watched Chelsea win league titles, competing with Manchester United when both of our teams were challenging for titles. Now we are a long, long way from it. As Johnny Mineral says, you're a long way from Starbucks. Keep Arteta in for life. Yep. I mean, he's doing a good job, isn't he? Arsenal are in the absolute mud since Bukayo Saka's got injured. I mean, fucking heck, they don't have a clue what they're doing, do they? I mean, it's crazy, absolutely crazy at the end of the day. But yeah, it just goes to show that Arteta is an absolute fraud. Let's get the narrative right here, people. Yeah, let's absolutely get it right. I need to put my personal phone on charge because it's running very low on battery. But don't you worry, we can still listen to reactions. Ownership lied to us. They told us this was meant to be a 4-window run and they failed. Excuse me, did not get in top goalkeeper and striker. And how can trust the sporting director for another summer? Facts, absolute facts. But yeah, you know, we got to listen to Arsenal fans, haven't we? Yeah, we need to absolutely just tell them to just carry on what you're doing. Where is it? Here we go. Where's the channel? Here we go. Let's kick off. I know I already listened to it, but this is absolutely hilarious. Arsenal needs to bring in number 10 before the transfer window shuts. Oh, that'd be hilarious. Honestly. Arsenal 2, Aston Villa 2, sarcastic Lee Gunner fan cam. Here we go. Let's listen to this.
Smoking the good evening pack.
Smoking the good evening pack. Oh, that's brilliant by the Gunner. Because Unai Emery likes to go, good evening. Arsenal not a serious club. No, they're not.
Scored again, ole, ole. Emery again. Emery again, ole, ole. How many more times, bro? How many more times does Unai Emery pull this manager, this Lego head's panties down and smack his bottom?
Lego head's panties. Oh, that's brilliant.
How many more times? Watch it, drink it in, lads. You'll never see anything like this ever again. As you're getting schooled by your former manager. Again, multiple clubs, by the way. Done it with Villarreal, done it with Aston Villa. Embarrassing. Smash the like button, guys. Yeah, I told you so, Pack. But Saliba was out injured. Okay, cool. Why didn't Kivior play them?
Solanke's out for 6 weeks with injury.
But Timber can play there. Okay, cool. So we'll just play our best midfielder at right back who had a calamity in the second half. Going well, isn't it? Yeah, the only attacking option on the bench other than reserve players under 21s or whatever that have never kicked ball for the first team in a Premier League game in forward positions was Raheem the Dream, who's struggling with a crisis of confidence.
Raheem the Dream.
I'm pretty sure if I got paid 300 grand a week, mate, I'd be king of the walk, cock of the walk, bruv. That's a crisis of confidence. How about paying 300 quid a week? Then he's got no pressure and he might play better, innit? All he did when he came on was get booked. Absolute waster. Cancel his loan. I said this last time. But anyway, bless up to the 100,000 people that watched the watch along that came to see my demise. Bless up to everyone who's subbed. Literally about 100 away. In fact, let me check right now. 135 away from 114k. Big up Expressions, because he loves to wind me up on this one. Don't forget to sub to Lee Reacts. We hit 35k on there. And I will be back there tomorrow for some watch-alongs. Hala Madrid against Las Palmas. We will be there. So make sure you check that out as well. Emergency meetings coming after the next 3 fan cams after this one. Kenny wasted just another cold, freezing night in North London to watch us bottle a 2-0 lead. Good here, isn't it? But we were robbed. We weren't robbed, mate. It was handball. I don't want to hear no chat about refs ever again after the last 2 games.
Nope, they were not robbed, because to rule out that goal was the correct decision, because Kai Havertz clearly got in the way. And that is obstruction at the end of the day. So the referee got it right.
Before this, Man United and Spurs. I don't want to hear no referee chat, mate. Nah. Corner again, ole. Let's talk about our goalkeeper. Let's start with the goalkeeper. Well, he was better than the goalkeeper down the other end today, to be fair. Although they both conceded twice. Yeah. Kicking again, pretty woeful. Always out of his goal. You're not Neuer, mate. Stay in your goal. Yeah, because you nearly got lobbed from Ollie Watkins. Now let's go to Skelly. One of our better players, but again.
He would down like 14, honestly, because he's deluded, mate.
Where was you for Cash crossing the ball, bruv? It's what it is. Listen, he's learning a new role. Yeah, he's a number 8. We'll get to our number 8 in a minute. Yeah, he's not a left back. We had a competent left back on the bench in Kieran Tierney. But no, we'll play Skelly there from a number 8 position, which is cool. You're going to live and die on these decisions, bruv. And it ain't a diss at Skelly, by the way, because I actually think he's pretty good. Yeah, and I think he actually played all right. Yeah, it weren't great, but he actually played all right. And he put a great ball into Trossard in the last minute. And Trossard missed. Is what it is. Fine margins, guys. Fine margins, guys. Thomas Partey. It was Thomas Partey in the first half, because I actually thought he was brilliant in the first half. However, second half, it was Thomas Funeral. Thomas Funeral, second half. Thomas Partey, do. Shut up, man. Thomas Funeral settings in the second half, mate. He was awful second half. Gabriel. Give this guy the armband, please. Although it was him that kept Ollie Watkins on side. Barca just missed a sitter. Wow. How's Lewandowski missed? No, it's 1-1 with Hatafe. Give him the armband. Just give him the armband, mate. That is our captain right there. Yeah, that is actually our captain. He's our best defender, has been since the Qatar World Cup. And he's our best attacker. It's fucking new. Crazy. Give him the armband. Timber, I don't want to see you at centre back again, please. No thanks. Not for me. Not for me. Bye-bye. Go back to right back.
Hi, Josh. Good to see you, mate. Big up to you, Adam.
Midfield, Declan Rice. 1-man midfield today. 1-man midfield today, mate. Yeah, it wasn't your best performance. Let's not try and gas it and hype it up, because he weren't outstanding, was he? But, however, 1-man midfield. 1-man midfield. So well done to you, mate. Yeah, I'm not going to get on your case today. But at the same time, yeah, this comes back to poor planning in the summer. This comes back to a dead transfer window. This comes back to wanting a 22-man squad. Do not give this guy any more fucking money, mate. Coach your way out of this shit show you put us in. Oh, but we got injuries. The only 2 injuries we have.
United best win on my birthday tomorrow, Josh, mate. Oh, fingers crossed, Adam. Fingers crossed they do win on your birthday, mate.
By the way, our first team players, are literally Saliba today and Saka. There's the rest of them are squad rotational players. But don't worry, guys, we've got an injury crisis. Okay, cool. What phase is Iriola in then? Because he's got 9 players out. And they went up to Newcastle and done something we haven't done in how many years? Cool. Say less. Let's go to Mikel Merino. Deport him. Real talk. What is he good at? Apart from modelling the merch. Oh, he's got a nice jawline. Fuck off. The only reason we signed that guy is his name's Mikel. He was trash at Sociedad and he's trash at Arsenal. The guy does nothing. He's rubbish. Yeah. Oh, but he had the shot that led to a goal that was disallowed. Nobody cares. Rubbish. Captain fantastic. Gibraltar guard. Strip him with the captain's armband and sell him this window. Sell him. I've been telling you for the longest, yeah. This guy is shit. I don't want to hear it. Oh, but what? He is trash, bruv. I've seen proper footballers at this football club.
What?
He ain't it. He ain't it. Brushed aside like a little boy. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. This guy is a scrub. Get out the way. And take your bullshit PR and snot hair flicks and arm waves with you. Martinelli. I actually thought he played well today. Nothing fantastic. However, the movement for his goal was very good. Obviously, Maatsen was ball watching. I actually thought he was very good today. He wasn't amazing, like I said. Yeah, but he was one of our better players today. Yeah. On the other side, Trossard set up both goals. Didn't think he was outstanding today. However, I thought he was our best player today. Yeah, him and Declan Rice, I'd say were probably our best 2 players today. They were probably our best 2 players today. Yeah, Trossard, 2 nice crosses into the box, runs highestly, the same as Martinelli. Yeah, but obviously Martinelli got the goal. Trossard put it on the plate. Great movement. The second goal, obviously Trossard put it on the plate for 29. Shocking goalkeeping for both of them, by the way. But let's talk about the tranquilized donkey we have up front, the German. Oh, but we were robbed. It wasn't handball. His arm was down by his side, bruv. It went in the back of the net. It's getting cancelled. Like, what are we doing here? The fact that they weren't shamelessly celebrating it either, yeah, tells you they knew in it. Yeah, get him gone as well. Get that guy gone, bruv. Why was he assisting Ollie Watkins playing a centre-back in our penalty box for their equaliser, second equaliser? Why? Why was he there? Why are you, as our striker, literally the last man other than Gabriel who played everyone on side? Make this shit make sense. And then Raheem the Dream.
Raheem the Dream.
Confidence in crisis, confidence in crisis. Bro, I'll tell you what, yeah? Weigh me in the money. I'll send you my bank details, mate. Weigh me your 300 bags next week or this week. Yeah? And I swear down, I will take a confidence in crisis, bro. Do you know what we've got? We got a confidence in crisis as fans. Do you know why? 21 years in coming, mate. Yeah, and you're moaning, oh, confidence in crisis. Fuck off. Yeah, pay me 300 grand a week.
Lovely, Josh,
Yeah,
mate. I do as well, Adam.
Around the streets, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Piss off. Sick to death of it. Our manager today got booked. We see more, yeah, of the set piece coach than we did of our manager on the touchline today. Fuck him off as well. I'm sick of seeing him. Get this done. I am sick of it. We have won 1 out of our last 4 home games. We've been knocked out of the FA Cup on penalties. We beat top Spurs, standard, they're shit. We drew with Good Evening, who scores us pretty much every time he plays us, especially at home. And we are 2-0 down to Newcastle after the first leg. End this facade today. And now he's going to probably sit in his press conference as I'm recording this, waffling about margins, guys. Find margins, guys. Find margins. I'll tell you, find margins, mate.
Margins? What margins? Oh yeah, none, because you don't know what you're doing, Miguel Arteta, do you?
Find margins. The only two players that are getting this team, that are first teamers that are out injured, are Saliba today, because again, you've overplayed him because you don't trust Kivior. Yeah, real talk. Yeah, and Saka, who you're now saying, go on holiday. Yeah, go with your girlfriend or your mum or your family or friends. Go on your own. Yeah, you need a break. Why didn't you give him a break in 2 years? Fuck him off, mate. I'm sick of this geezer. Nah, it's done, mate. It's done. Kenny Ken up next. I'm sure he's freezing his bollocks off outside the ground. Jezza, Matty, emergency meeting. Igal's going to join us. DJB, Matty, and I'll see if I can get North on as well. Yeah, we're out. Yeah, make sure you sub to the channel, sub to Elite Reacts. Bless up to everyone who's locked in. How many more times have we got to do this, mate? It's boring. Corner again, ole, ole. Yeah, corners and set pieces. Fuck off. Sack him. We're out. Cronky out.
Arteta's finished. He should have been sacked when he won nothing in 6 years. Let's have a listen to Jez. Raging Jez. Oh, Jez isn't happy. Let's listen to him.
So, Arsenal 2. Good evening to Unai Emery once again, Jezza. Absolutely mugs off. Super duper tippity top. Super duper Mick. The set piece coach, we had 10 corners
Super
today.
duper Mick.
Well, that went well. Aston Villa had 1. I don't know what was going on with some of our players. Obviously, Saliba was out injured. I'm not using that as an excuse. But we played Jurriën Timber at centre-back today. Bottom 5 of aerial duels won as a centre-back at Ajax before we signed him. In the entirety of Europe, by the way. Bottom 5 centre-backs for aerial duels. Their second equaliser. Why was our striker the furthest player back other than Gabriel Magalhaes, who kept him on side? Why did Thomas Funeral... It was Thomas Partey first half. It was Thomas Funeral second half. He wanted to step out. Gabriel didn't hear it. Kept him on side. Our donkey striker flicks it on. Bang, 2-2. Yeah. Jez, we're 2-0 up. Trossard played well today. Martinelli played all right today. I thought Declan Rice played all right today. Other than that, I'm kind of struggling. Other than Gabriel. Gabriel should be the captain, by the way. Yeah, our captain stinks, mate. I'm sick to death of this geezer, mate. They're getting brushed away like a little boy. They're pathetic. Make sure you sub to Arsenal History and More. We're going to do an emergency meeting after Matty's cam. Check out Kenny's. He's outside the ground. He met Andy Slimpar today. He's buzzing. He also had a wave from Unai Emery on the team coach. Kenny waved at him. He waved back. Yeah, maybe he's part of the Rat Army, Jez. I don't know. What did you make of that shit show, mate?
Well, 2-0 up. Looking good. All looking favourable. I fucking said it, right? On a watch long I was doing with the Yeti, I said, Unai Emery will go in at half time and he'll do something.
Which he did.
Right. Because he changed something. I don't know what he did change, but he did something.
So he brought on what's his name? Luca Dean.
Well, whatever, Lee. Whatever. Right? Once again, classic situation. We go back and look at Arteta. He was clueless. He didn't know what the hell to do. 2-2, going down. I mean, I'm sitting here like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Odegaard, useless, right? I have one thing I will say to you, and this is controversial, something you can talk about in the emergency stream. I totally disagree with the disallowed goal.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Case in point, fact.
He disagrees with the disallowed goal. Wow. That's interesting from Jez. Oh, let's listen to the rest of this. Wow. I was not expecting that one. Of course, I've not listened to this one yet. He disagrees with the disallowed goal. Jezza, that is bold, mate. Never sacked Arteta. Make sure he's there for another 21 years. The Sun is their last Premier League title. Arteta is fantastic. Leave him alone. Michael Dot Chelsea FC always lands in the line chat.
Right? Shot was taken by Marino. Right? All Havertz did was do that. His arm was in a natural position. He did that. It bounced off his arm into the goal, deflected. That is not hand to ball. It's not ball to hand. Look at the laws of the game. I looked it up, Lee. I looked it up after the game.
Well, let me counter that real quick, and it's not so much you or put you down, because you know I love you dearly. Right? I'll show you a picture of it, and then I'll say what the narrative is, and you can then tell me, because you're an ex-ref, so you know the laws better than I do. However, Joel Linton handballed it against Tottenham, passed the ball that led to a goal against Tottenham for Newcastle, yeah? But because his arm was down by his side, it stopped the flight of the ball going past him to a Spurs player. It's natural position, right? The narrative that I understand it is if you handball it, but your arms are in a natural position, but you don't directly score off of that, or it drops to you and you take a touch and score, then it's cool. If it directly leads to a goal straight away, or you bring it down and you score, not allowed. The shot from Marino was off, going out of play, by the way. It was off target. Right? This screenshot I've got here, his arm is in a natural position. However, that shot was going wide and it deflected straight into the back of the net. So I kind of understand why it was ruled off. Kenny said that 29 was running towards them lot in the North Bank, that side, to celebrate, but 29 was a bit sheepish with it. He knew he handballed it, whereas some of the other players were looking around. I get what you're saying, and listen, you know the laws of the game better. Jays, you refed. I've never refed. I'm only going off of what I heard when Joel Linton handballed it a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, there is a point in the law, right? If he was like standing, he deflected his body naturally. If you go and look at the letter of the law in the FIFA laws of football, he turned his body naturally like that. He's trying to deflect, as you would, as I would, right? A ball coming at you 50 mile an hour, you're going to go like that, right? All he did was do that. I think that's a bullshit decision, personally, but it's the interpretation of the law nowadays by referees, VAR. I disagree with it, and that's something for your debate, right? Yeah. And I'll be there to fucking debate it, because I think it's totally wrong, personally.
No, we can have that debate. Listen, we're adults, Jez. We're not idiots, so we hear each other out.
Thanks.
Yeah,
it's not a row. I'm just saying.
No, of course not. Come on, man. Come on.
I think it's wrong, but let's get back to the game. Because at the end of the day...
Interesting one, that. Wow. I mean, Jed's being an ex-referee. I can see where he's coming from, right? But surely, by the letter of the law, that because Havertz was obstructing with play, that goal had to be disallowed at the end of the day. But yeah, I like Jez, but it was handball, mate. I think it was as well, Michael. Arteta... Yeah, I read that one.
2-0 up at home against Aston Villa, knowing, I called this, I bloody called it, right? Unai Emery has come again and schooled Arteta. There was one point, Lee, dear God, Right, and I'm getting animated. I'm that pissed off again tonight. Seriously, he's on his knee. He didn't know what to do. He's there, like, what the fuck? And he gets up and he's looking at AirPod and he's looking at the bloody set piece coach. And he's like, what the fuck am I going to do now? What am I going to do? You take off, Lee. You take off. A person that scored a goal.
He was playing all right.
Martinelli, who scored a goal, he's trying to make it. He was doing works. He was doing.
Yeah, that's a shocking decision by Arteta. I mean, he's doing brilliant, Martinelli, and then he just goes and subs him off. I mean, what are we doing here? I guess he's trying to keep him fit now, isn't he? But strange one.
Business. You take him off for Sterling.
Sorry about that, people. We will get back to what we're doing.
Doing business.
Yep, everything's okay. Thank you, Adam, mate. No problem. Everything's fine.
You take him off for Sterling? Right? Why the hell did you not take off Trossard, who is making an impact as well?
I thought he was our best player, by the way.
But why?
See, people think that we agree all the time, Jez, yeah, and we don't. Because, sorry, it's your fan club, I'll shut up.
Well, why the hell do you take off a goal scorer? Trossard, I thought was doing decent business, right? But you take off a goal scorer for a guy that hasn't really impacted greatly. He made a couple of great, decent crosses. I won't deny that. Fantastic. For fucking Sterling. I'm sorry to have been...
Why not take off Marino for Sterling?
Exactly.
Why not take Odegaard off? Because he was fucking awful again today.
He's shit again.
Yeah, and not only that, yeah. Like when you look at that bench today,
Jez is not happy, I tell you. Yeah, yep, everything's all good.
Jez, the only player he could have brought on, and it was the only player he did bring on, yeah, was Sterling, because that was our only attacker other than two youth players that have never kicked ball in the Prem before. Yeah, our bench stinks. We had Tierney on the bench, right, and he played Skelly. Cool, Skelly earned his position. He done fantastic against Spurs. I'm not knocking that.
He is past his prime.
Right? But at the same time, Skelly's a number 8. So why don't you play Tierney and put Skelly in Marino's position if you want to play Partey at right back? Because Skelly knows that position. Why didn't you play Timber at right back, yeah, and play Kivior at centre back? Why? Because you don't fucking trust Kivior. Yeah, and then you play Partey in midfield.
Now, I just want to bring this one up. I'm a totally different subject here. On Sky Sports, I watched it. Did you see the young boy in the stand?
Yeah, with the stewards right at the end, with the empty seats.
Yeah. Did you see? Did you see?
Yeah.
The stewards come to him. Come on.
You gotta get out, mate.
And he was like,
he's turning the line. Arsenal should make his name improvement in the summer.
10 minutes later, says, "Come on, you got to get out." Fuck you, stewards. Fuck them. That boy, he's probably what, 22, 24?
Yeah, he was 20 odd years old.
Young kid, young lad.
Never seen us win a league, mate.
Big up to you, my friend, because at the end of the day, you sat there and you said what you wanted to say. And I think it's an absolute bloody shit show. Right? That boy's probably paying $2,500 a year to have a season ticket, right? And he sat there and he was hammering it down saying, "Fuck you lot." And I will give ultimate respect to that young man. If I ever had the pleasure of meeting him, I'd fucking shake his hand, Lee.
Yeah, he's wasted his money, yeah, right? And he's never seen us win a league. Yeah, if he's older than mid-20s, I'll be shocked. But even if he is older than mid-20s, we ain't won a league for 21 years nearly, Jez, yeah? Right, so let's assume he's 7. When I was 7, when Arsenal won in 89, I didn't really understand what was going on, mate. Yeah? I was just turning 7 the following week, 5th of June. I was 26th of May, right, so a week and a half, 2 weeks, yeah? Didn't really understand. The way he was having a meltdown, fair play to that guy, bro. I don't know who he is. If you watch the channel, email me, the link's in the description. Yeah, but at the same time, yeah, I understand the steward's got to do a job. Yeah, and I don't know how long after the game that was. Yeah, because I've only seen the clip.
It was 10 minutes.
Yeah, well, tell him fuck off then. Yeah, and that was up a tier as well, so that's expensive. Yeah, that's expensive.
I swear down. Sorry, I'm going.
No, don't worry about it. Say your thing then.
I'm very angry tonight.
Wow, Jez is not happy, man. This is the angriest I've heard him in a long time, man. Wow, he is not a happy bunny.
Very angry tonight, right? With that situation. If it had been me there tonight, right, and I'm paying $2,500-3,000 a year for my season ticket, right, and those stewards come over to me, which they probably wouldn't have done, maybe because I'm a little bit older.
No, to be fair, they do. Yeah, depending on how long you stay after. But if that's 10 minutes after, it's not normally like that.
I would have said to them stewards, go fuck yourself, mate. This is my seat. I've paid for it, $2.5 grand, and I will stay here until the lights go out. And there's no reason, Lee, legally, that they cannot stop you from doing that.
Yeah.
They can. I'll just say, no, I want to see it. It's my seat. I've paid for it. I want to watch the lights go out tonight. Fuck you.
I paid my money. Adios. But listen, on that bombshell, we'll carry this on the emergency meeting. I can see you're heated tonight, and I get it, mate. Yeah,
I'm fucking angry, Lee.
No, I hear it, Jez. I hear it, mate.
Sorry.
I hear
Sorry.
it. No, don't worry about it. Jez, swear as much as you like, mate. I don't care. Yeah, say what you got to say. Jez's link will be in the title. Arsenal history and more. What you got coming up on your channel, mate?
Just don't ask me that question right now.
Okay. I'll do Matty's fan cam. Check out Kenny. He's outside the ground, or was outside the ground for the fan cam. Check out mine. We'll be live after Matt's fan cam. DJB, Northside, Jezza, Matty, and Igale. So yeah, make sure you come and check that out. He's disappointed tonight as well. I think reality's kicking in for a lot of these people. But listen, make sure you sub to Jezza, and we're out of here. Laters. Cronky out.
People, take care. Take care.
Wow. I mean, Jez, man. Wow. See, I love Jez. And he's very passionate about Arsenal. You can tell, like, how angry he got there. He absolutely, wow, unbelievable. Unbelievable. But, yeah, big up to Jez, the Arsenal history and more. Arsenal, the history and more. Brilliant. Just, he's amazing, Jez. I love Jez. I got a lot of time for him. I really have at the end of the day. Right. There's only one lot to listen to next. It's AFTV. Let's see what they've been saying. See what bollocks they've been talking. We threw it away. Robbie. Teletubby Robbie. Let's listen to what he's got to say.
To AFTV, I got Robbie with me. We've just drawn 2-2 to Aston Villa at the Emirates. We've drawn. I know right now, sure, there's had a lot of fans come on.
It's like a lot.
It feels, is that what it feels like for you?
Yeah. I mean, you're 2-0 up. Didn't look like under any threat. You're thinking maybe we could even get another one here. Credit to Villa, you know what I mean? They scored two good goals, you know what I mean? I'm not too sure how good our defending was on it. Should have got tight to Luca Dina. I said to Julian when he came on at half time, I said that guy's one of the best deliveries in the Premier League. Told him that at half time. You got to know your player. We left him wide open to put a perfect delivery in. They scored that one, and then after that, that's when a little nerve set into Arsenal. You know what I mean? They get the other goal, but then after that, you know what I mean? Credit to the team. They showed a lot of fight. We thought that we got the winner, only for that to be ruled out. We know that if it touches your hand in the build-up, if it touches your hand in the phase of scoring to a goal, it's going to get disallowed.
I got a lot of heat for saying that. I don't know if it was a handball.
You know what? They showed it on the screen in the stadium.
If Robbie said Arsenal in the title race, he is deleted. Yeah.
And everybody went mad because it looked inconclusive because you couldn't tell exactly. But I've not seen other angles and stuff like that to be able to comment on.
Ollie Watkins post-match said, I think it was a bit harsh that they gave it as handball. So that shocked me, him hearing that. I don't know. I
mean, listen, they showed it on the screen and people went mad because when you saw it on the screen, it looked very inconclusive. And to me, if it's inconclusive, you should stick with the on-field and go with a goal. But
it is, yeah.
If it does touch his hand, we know that they do disallow those goals. So I don't know. If Ollie Watkins himself is saying that.
He's an Arsenal fan as well.
But I don't think he wanted us to win. But listen, yeah, and then the problem was, right, I thought you saw today the lack of the bench.
Yeah.
There's no one on the bench to bring on, really. I mean,
they're bringing on Leon Bailey.
They're bringing on Leon.
It was handball in a million years. Yeah, I think it was as well.
Bailey. They're bringing on John Duran, who we're very interested in, or we would like to sign a player like that. they're big, you know, they could even have bought on Daniel Marlon, who they've just signed. We got nobody. We just got Sterling, you know, who came in for the last 10 minutes. What you're going to do in 10 minutes is a bit, you know, it's not a long time to do anything. That bench needs strengthening, and it needs strengthening urgently. And whilst I don't agree with everything that Yardman says, the one thing I do agree with him on this: why have they taken so long? Get at least one person in. I felt that these runner games that we had, that were very difficult runner games, was a perfect time to try and get someone in. Even one person, maybe not both, but get one in that could help out, you know, because, you know, we had, when they bought their players, and it looked like it sort of freshened them up.
Yeah.
Rejuvenised them. They look pacey, whereas we didn't.
Yeah.
So
is it too late now for you? For like, if they news comes this week, Arsenal go and sign.
Listen, no, it's not too late because we need to sign. But I would have loved them to have brought them in earlier, at least one, because we knew about the injury to Saka. But you know, they have to sign at least 2 forward players. I said it the other day. We can't win the league without it. I don't think the league is completely dead after today, because I still.
There we go. He said it. He doesn't think the league is completely dead. I mean, Liverpool's still got a game in hand. Do you honestly believe your team's going to win the Premier League? No, they are not. But you know why he's saying it? Because so he can get his brown envelope payment.
I think it's the way this league's going. Even when I watched that Liverpool game today, they were very fortunate. Credit to them. They've won it. Right, but they were very fortunate. Brighton.
That's a sign of champions, though, Robbie. Liverpool may have not had the best game against Brentford, but they still scored 2 goals against them. That is the sign of champions, mate. Let's get everything right here.
I'm sorry, Brentford missed some sitters. I couldn't believe it. I was like, when we played them, they were so with their chance. Remember, we absolutely dominated. They had one chance, bang, goal. In Mbuemo. Today, Mbuemo missed chances. Wissa missed chances. They missed chances.
It's over. Liverpool will win, and Arsenal go away to Liverpool later in the season.
So
do you see Arsenal capitalising though, Robbie? You say what you're saying. You said it's not completely over, but Liverpool will drop points. But can Arsenal? Well, we did see Arsenal capitalise.
We actually capitalised the other day, didn't we? Because we capitalised when we beat Tottenham, right? But we haven't capitalised today. You know what I mean? It's a difficult game, but we have to get options. The thing that Liverpool have that Arsenal don't have is that if Salah's not playing well, and if I don't know, Diaz ain't playing well, they can bring on Jota. They can bring on Gakpo, they can bring on Nunes, they can bring on Harvey Elliott. We don't have those, especially at the moment with the injuries we have. I guess, you know what I mean, if even Wanieri's back and a couple of that helps out. But we've got no, you looked on that bench today, in an attacking sense, there was absolutely no options. And people do need to take into account injuries, right? Because listen, I know you know
because every team
has injuries. Arsenal's had the third most amount of injuries this season. And I even said the other day, you know what I mean, even with Tottenham, they've got a lot of injuries. You have to take it into account, right? It's not that you can't win games without it, but it does change your team. Last year we literally had the same team every week. It was Ben White at right back, it was Saliba, it was Gabriel, it was a left back.
I need 2 weeks left until the transfer window shut. I want a striker and a backup midfielder in for Chelsea.
It was like Zinchenko. It was sick. It was the same midfield. Rice, Odegaard, you know, Havertz. You know, it was more of a set team week in, week out. This week, literally every week, it changes, and that doesn't help. You know what I mean? Today, Partey's got to fill in at right back because Saliba is out, so you've got to shift over Timber. You know what I mean? You've got to change up the midfield. You've got players missing up front. That does have an effect when you can't consistently play your best team.
Was it fair to say that Arsenal should have strengthened before the injuries in the attacking position?
Yes. Well, we all know we should have bought a striker in the summer.
Before.
And now that's been shown to be a huge error. Yeah. They have to own that. That's a huge error on the part of the board, on the part of Mikel Arteta, Edu, all of it. Right? They should have bought that striker. We all said it in the summer. But I also think they should have got someone in early in this window, and we haven't done that. And
do
listen,
you see Arsenal making a signing this big from deep in your heart of hearts? You see Arsenal making a signing.
I do. I think
more than one.
I get the feeling they'll make more than one.
Wow.
I was told a couple of weeks ago that we definitely, and that was before the injury to Jesus, that we're definitely going to make a signing. Right? I was told that by someone who was speaking to like big people here. Who said to him, "Yeah, we're active. We need who," and they were saying to him, "We desperately need someone. We have to make a signing." That's what they were saying to him. So I do believe we are definitely going to make a signing, and I actually think we could.
Nope, I don't think you are going to make a sign-in, to be honest, because it's like either Stan Kroenke or Arteta is too stubborn to bring out the checkbooks. So I don't think you're going to make a sign-in at all, Robbie, to be honest with you.
Me too.
Yeah. Let me come to.
I wish they would have got them already.
But yeah, I hear you. Let me come to the performance stage quickly. Who 2-0, being 2-0 up and drawing 2-2, unacceptable. Is that fair to say at home? You can't.
We've thrown it away, isn't it? We've thrown away a 2. You know, when you throw away a 2-0 lead, it can happen. We saw City do it the other night, but when you throw it away, you've thrown it away. There's no other way around it. You win. You're 2-0 up. I know they say it's a dangerous scoreline, but you got to try and see it out. Yeah. And normally that's the really frustrating thing about it. Normally, now we're very good at that. Yeah. We're very good at managing games when we go 2-0 up under Mikel Arteta, but we didn't, especially this season. Was Saliba not being there part of the reason or not? Is that unfair to say? I think it's too simplistic to say. Like, I thought Timber actually did okay playing. He plays that position. Yeah. That's actually his natural position. Yeah. But we just didn't manage the game. We didn't manage the game out, and I felt a lack of options was one of the contributing factors to that. Okay, let me end by asking you, where does the blame kind of fall for you as a fan? Obviously, you said about the lack of options, but when you look at the game today, when we're in the last 10 minutes, Arsenal should be going for it. We were screaming at the telly. They're passing it around the back. Odegaard's dropping deep to pick up the ball. I'm like, get the ball forward. I know it's not how we play, but like, you need to win this game. And it feels like, is that because we're overcoached? Is it because the strikers are taking chances? I feel that that's where you then need to freshen it up. When you've got sort of fatigued players and they're passing it around, they ain't got that. You know what I mean? They're knackered. They ain't got that to do their little sprint runs and that. That's what Villa did, and that's why they changed after that, right? It's not even necessary. Sometimes you bring on subs and they score. They've even scored. It's a new freshness to it. So those defenders now, all of a sudden, they've got something new to worry about. The energy. Yeah, you need that. And that energy, you saw the energy drop. So they were trying. I think that's why you see a lot of fans come out today. They've not really gone in hard on the team because the effort was there. They were trying. But the lack of options on the bench, nobody to really bring on, just one player in Sterling, it weren't enough. You know what I mean? I think you needed 2-3 players. You needed a midfield player to come on and freshen it up in midfield. You needed 2 players up front to come. I would have kept Trossard on, he was playing well, and then I would have took Martinelli off ages before that, and I would have took Havertz off quite a while before that as well. But who? Yeah, but who? Who are you going to bring on? It's not like an owl. You're going to put Kivior up front. There's no options. That's what. And that's why we are really.
Yeah, Tato, Robbie, you're getting a signing. He's called number 10. I said this from the start. Yeah, I still think he'll go now, to be honest.
Paying the price for that at the moment. We really are paying the price for that at the moment, and they need to address that, and they need to address it urgently. Urgently. Okay, sorry, last thing. Where are you at? Where's the mood for you? Is it more positive going forward? We didn't lose, crack on, still keep going, or is it now like that was a kick in the teeth enough for me to be like, I can't keep doing this. It's not going to pick up. Or are you looking forward? Because listen, at half time I said, you know what, Newcastle away in the cup, maybe we can actually get. That's why half time was 2-0. I was thinking, things change so quickly, and then football's a mad game, man. You got to keep fighting, right? Newcastle, by the way, they've been absolutely flying, and they got absolutely battered today. And then all of a sudden, every Arsenal fan's looking and thinking, actually, maybe we could go up there and get 2 goals. Football check. I remember I came out here and I said after that Newcastle game, I said, football, in a month's time, things can change.
Yeah, I'll be live tomorrow for my emergency meeting.
Then everybody was there, Robbie, why are you doing it again? You're trying to...
Yeah. But...
And 4 goals got put past them today. Now, I'm not saying we're going to go up there and do that. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm just saying...
It's not impossible.
It's not impossible. Look, football changes. You see teams that were absolutely flying. Even Liverpool. They've been absolutely flying. They've dipped a bit recently. Right? You know what I mean? It's not over yet. Right? Even though it's 6 points.
It is, because you're not capable of picking up points when Liverpool drop points. So, yeah, it is. It's finished. It's Teletubby Robbie. Your side isn't good enough.
Even though it is seriously...
Are we looking stupid, or is it... Oh, that's always that.
No, it's not over. It's advantage at Liverpool again today. The other night, it was kind of, you know, we sort of creep back in again through the door. Now the door should be shut a little bit, but who knows? Next week, it could be something different again. That's why you got to keep hanging in there. You got to keep knocking on the door, because the season finishes in May. You don't finish in January, right? But for me, I said it last week, to have any chance of winning the league, I feel Arsenal, I think the evidence is again there today. They must strengthen to give the manager options to bring on.
Use your banger mash waffle. How does he think his team can still win the league? I mean, seriously, man. Let's listen to Troops. Let's see what he's got to say. Troops CP.
Troops TV, back again. Back our blood clot again, you understand? So the good mood only lasted for 1 game, blood. You get me? And because it was Tottenham, it's probably the only reason why we won that game. You get me? If this game was on midweek, then this would have been the result, blood. You get me? Arsenal 2, Aston Villa 2, and that, for me, like, you get me? It's done. You understand? I said it was done already, but for the masses that still believe there's a chance, for the masses that believe that we're going to somehow go on this crazy run that we went on a few years ago, and we went on last year, that unbeaten run in 2025, it is not, 2024, sorry, it is not happening in 2025, bro. Do you understand? It's not happening. The league is not coming back to the Emirates anytime soon, blood. You understand? Phase 1 slot is going to embarrass Mikel Arteta and his squad of players, blood. You get me? To be 2-0 up at home, you think to yourself, the game's done. You get me? You look on the clock, 60 minutes, 2-0 up. Villa haven't really even worked the goalkeeper. We haven't had any periods where we was on the back foot. They was dominating. None of that. It was an even game. We probably had the better of it at half-time to be 1-0 up. Everyone would have said, fair result. Even the Villa fans, even Emery would have said fair result, blood. You understand? When we went up 2-0, that goal came out of nowhere, blood. You get me? Good finish from Havertz. Obviously, Trossard getting 2 assists. But then the way we just went to sleep on the first goal, the Tillemans goal, Mikel Merino had a good game today, but he needs to do so much better, blood. You understand? You need to stop the cross. You need to get in front of Tillemans. There's no way that that little fucking midget is going in behind you, pause, and getting his head on the ball, blood. You understand? You didn't do nothing to put him off. You just stuck your leg out. Like, you just stuck your leg out in some nonchalant way. You get me? Tillemans has run in the back. Boom. Got the goal. And then the defending from Thomas Partey, this absolute fucking granddad, all he's got to do is just fucking track the runner, and Watkins doesn't score. And bang, 2-2. From 2-0 up, we are now 2-2. Do you understand? And then at that point, I was thinking, yo, we're fucked now, innit? You understand? We're fucked. We're going to lose the game. They're going to win it 3-2. They're going to throw on their attacking changes. We ain't got no hope on the bench, blood. You understand? Sterling's saying he's looking confident. Blood, you need to be looking for a new club, fam. You get me? Like, I know you're on loan, and I'm happy you're only on loan, blood. You get me? Because when you came on, you did nothing as well, blood. You get me? You're just running into players, running into crowded areas. You're not making the right decisions. You get me? Leandro Trossard, man's missing a sitter in the last minute, blood. But then I'm seeing that he's fucking offside. So it would have been just like the Chelsea game when he missed the sitter in the last minute. But if it went in, he would have been offside. The Kai Havertz decision, it is a harsh decision. You get me? I'm not going to lie. I feel like the referee's done us dirty. I mean, you could say we've been robbed because Ollie Watkins even comes out and says in his full-time reaction that he don't think it's a handball, he think it's a harsh decision. But VAR have said that if you score from your hand, the goal must be disallowed. The ball went in the back of the net because of Havertz's hand. But we shouldn't have got to that stage, blood. You get me? We shouldn't have got to that stage where we're fucking trying to flipping go and look for crumbs and the bread back. You know, the last bread, the hard bread. We call it the bread back. I don't know what you lot call it. I call it the bread back. We shouldn't be looking for that, bro. You understand? The game should have been done. We should have saw the game through, 2-0 up at home. You see out the game, blood. You understand? Defensively, all over the fucking place. 18 days we are into this transfer window and still no one has come through the door, blood. 18 days. There's still no cover for Saka. 18 days, there's still no striker. 18 days, there's still no left winger. 18 days, there's still no cover for fucking Odegaard, blood. All they're doing is preparing for next season. But what about this season? It's okay for me to say that the season's done, but you as a football club, you as a manager, you as an owner, Stan Kroenke, you fucking prick, yeah? You need to be doing more, blood. Do you understand? You need to be going out there and getting those done. When I'm seeing Mamouche go to City, and then you fuckers are coming out and saying, well, we will try and do something if it pops up. Did Mamouche not pop up? Is Mamouche not gonna? Is Mamouche not the type of player that we are missing in this side? Is that not the style of player? Because I don't know what your talent ID is, bro. I don't know what the fuck you man are looking for, blood. You get me? Because you going out and getting that Zubimendi deal, fair play, if that's good. But what about now, blood? What are we doing now? This squad is dying. That front line is absolutely dead. It is flat line, bro. Not even the zapper will save that front line, blood. Yeah? It's in the fucking pits of hell, bro. I'm telling you, blood. There's no options. Look at the bench today. They said 8 out of 10 transfer window. Look at that fucking bench, mate. It's a fucking disgrace, bro, to sell that money. And this is the squad that they've built with £750 million in 5 fucking years. It's not good enough, blood. It's not good enough. People need to open their eyes, bro. Yeah? Edu weren't cooking fuck all. Kroenke's always been a prick. And Arteta's not good enough. Yeah? It's simple as, blood. Yeah? You lot let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm out.
Very good points there from Troops. Completely agree, you know, because to me, Arsenal not done enough. They've not brought in the proper forwards, you know. Kai Havertz, to me, he's not really a forward, so it's going to get kind of peak for Arsenal, isn't it? But anyway, I'm wrapping this up now, people. I'll be back tomorrow for my Manchester United match reaction, and I'll be doing an emergency meeting as well in the evening. So we are going to redirect to League Gunner now, so any rival fans who want to have a bit of banter with League Gunner, go to his channel, because we're about to redirect there. So that's all set up. Make sure you say that Mr. Joshy J was the one who sent you over. And big ups to every single one of you. I will be back tomorrow. Bye-bye. Yeah, good night, Michael. As always, big ups to you, mate, and thank you for joining in the stream, being part of the Mr. Joshy J stream once again. Much appreciated. So, yeah. Much appreciated. Thanks for watching. Bosh.